Hello, welcome to another tarot deck flip through. So I thought it was about time I did a flip through of a deck that's based on an older style of tarot deck. And this sets me up nicely in the future if I want to do any side-by-side comparisons of different decks from different eras or different styles of deck that are built within the sort of tarot framework that aren't necessarily tightly bound to the sort of tarot symbology, things like that. So I thought it would be good to have a flip through of a deck that's in the style of Tarot de Marseille. And here we have such a deck. So this is actually a modern take on that, although the images seem to be pretty close to period images that I've seen of Tarot de Marseille. The big difference is in the colours here. There's a massive difference in the colours. This was the first tarot deck I actually bought sometime in the 90s. It came with this rather Spartan pamphlet. And there's some interpretation in here of, or suggested interpretations of the major arcana. In terms of the minor, you're on your own to some degree. And just if you're curious, here's the original box. Somewhat aged, so this dates back from 93. The price sticker from a shop called Martell's from East Grinstead in Sussex. You can't see the price on there anymore. Well, you can just about see it's something 99. But that's very yellow now, but it's holding on in there, and it provides something to keep it fairly nice over the years. So this is around about 30 years ago I bought this deck. And the other thing, you can tell that it's a modern deck. Not really a period back design there, I don't think, anyway. Also, interestingly enough, for cards of a similar size, these cards are actually, relatively speaking, narrower. So let's just flip through these. It will give us a nice feel for the artwork. And obviously, if you're familiar with more contemporaneous tarot designs, you may well notice certain themes, certain symbols, certain items and archetypes and artifacts. And just the way various characters and items are positioned in the frame to be, somewhat similar to what you might see in a more modern deck, relatively speaking. Now, most of the complexity of the design in this deck lies within the major arcana. Within the minor, you'll see complexity in some things, but generally, once you get through to those cards, certainly from 2 2 to 10, for want of a better word, in each of the suits, you'll see that, in the case of swords, it has swords. In the case of coins or pentacles, it has pentacles, and so on. Now, of course, there are some embellishments there, but you don't get quite the same symbols, images, in addition to what's there, just because it's, say, the Three of Cups, but the other stuff, you don't get that. You'll also notice that for each of the suits, the background is different between suits, but it's always the same colour across suits. Now, once you get to the court cards, of course, you'll notice differences across the suits in terms of how things are positioned, the various stances. But then you can see, once we get to something like this, which is wands or staves, again, you can see between cards quite a bit of similarity. You'll also notice some similarities between the wands and the swords as well. We get on to cups now. And the court cards for the cups. And you may also notice across the various suits there might be some commonalities as well, like stylistic similarities. And there we have it. Hopefully you've enjoyed that flip through of the Tarot de Marseille, or at least a modern representation of that particular deck. Thanks once again for watching. Bye for now, and I will catch you in the next video.